Imagine your invention gets copied in another country and you can't do anything about it. That's exactly why the Paris Convention was created. Paris Convention, KSLU 10 marks answer. This topic is super important for your exams. In this video, I will explain the entire Paris Convention in a very simple way. So you can easily write a 10 marks answer. Let's understand the Paris Convention with a fun story of Ravi and his smart bottle. Ravi is a younger inventor in India who creates a cool smart water bottle and quickly files a patent in India. This is his first filing date. Now after some time, Ravi wants to protect his invention in Germany also. He goes there and says, I want the same filing date. And guess what? Paris Convention says yes. This is called the priority right, where Ravi gets 6 months for design and trademarks and 12 months for patents to file in other countries with the same date. Now in Germany, Ravi is treated exactly like a local citizen. No discrimination. This is called national treatment. But suddenly, a copycat company tries to sell a fake Ravi's bottle. Paris Convention protects Ravi by stopping unfair competition. Next, Ravi registers his brand name Ravi Smart Bottle as a trademark, so no one can copy his brand. His bottle's unique shape is also protected as an industrial design. So even the look is safe worldwide. Then Ravi files a patent in the USA within 12 months and his priority date is still protected. But if Ravi misuses his patent and doesn't supply properly, the government can issue a compulsory license to protect public interest. Finally, Ravi bottle becomes global, all thanks to the Paris Convention, which gives equal rights, priority and protection. So just remember this magic trick. N-PUTP, national treatment, priority right, unfair competition, trademarks, industrial designs and patents. That's the entire Paris Convention in one story. Simple and unforgettable. So in this video, we will cover the topics introduction, meaning, main provisions of Paris Convention, illustration and case laws, memory trick and conclusion. So by the end you will be fully ready for exams. So now introduction. The Paris Convention was held in Paris, France in 1883. It is the first international agreement for protecting industrial property like patents, trademarks and industrial designs. Today, many countries are members and it is managed by WIPO, World Intellectual Property Organization. Simple example, if you invent something in India, this convention helps protect it in other countries too. Next slide. Meaning and definition. The Paris Convention is an international treaty that gives equal protection to industrial property in all member countries. It creates common rules so business and inventors can protect their rights globally. For example, an Indian company gets the same protection in Germany as a Germany company. Next slide. Main provisions of Paris Convention. General principles. Number 1. National treatment. Equality. Foreign applicants must be given the same protection as local citizens. they get the same rights and legal remedies. Second point, equal treatment for applications. Applications filed by foreigners must be treated as if filed by nationals of that country. Third point, right of priority. Article 4. If a person files in one country, they can file in another country with the same dates. Within 6 months, trademark and industrial designs. Within 12 months, patents. Next principles, protection against false indication. Countries must prevent false information about origin of goods or identity of producer. Next point, protection against unfair competition. Member countries must provide effective protection against unfair competition. It means fake branded products cannot be sold. Next one, trademark and trade names. Registration depends on domestic law. Each country decides its own rules for trademark registration. Second point, independence of registration. Trademark registration in one country is independent of other countries. Cancellation in one country does not affect others. Third point, non-use of trademark. A trademark can be cancelled for non-use only after a reasonable period. Fourth point, refusal of registration. Trademark can be refused if it violates rights of others. It is not distinctive. Third point, it is against morality or public order. Fourth point, it can deceive the public. Fifth point, provision of imitation. Countries must stop use of marks that copy or imitate existing trademarks. Sixth point, protection of state emblems. Unauthorized use of flags, emblems, official signs is prohibited. Seventh point, collective marks. Collective trademarks must be protected. Eighth, trade name protections. Trade names must be protected even without the registration. So for example, you cannot register a name like Apply just to confuse customers. One more example, you cannot use a national flag in your brand logo. Next one, patents. Independence of patents. Patents in different countries are independent of each other. No effect of refusal in other countries. Refusal or cancellation in one country does not affect patents in other countries. Third point, right of inventor. Inventor has the right to be named in the patent. Fourth point, compulsory licensing. Countries can grant compulsory licenses to prevent abuse of patent rights. Fifth point, forfeiture of patent. Patent cancellation is allowed only in rare cases and after 2 years from first compulsory license. Sixth point, protection of patent rights. Patent cannot be refused or invalidated unfairly by domestic registration. See, I'll conclude this all the points. Patents are independent in each country. If rejected in one country, it does not affect others. Inventor has the right to be named. Governments can give compulsory license to prevent misuse. For example, if a country does not supply medicine, government allows others to produce it. Next one, industrial designs. Industrial designs must be protected in all countries. Protection cannot be denied just because the product is not manufactured there. For example, a phone design registered in India is protected globally. Next slide, illustration. Suppose a company creates a smartphone design in India. It files in India first, then within 6 months files in Germany and gets the same priority date. Germany treats it like a local company and the design is protected worldwide. Next one, case law. Novartis AG versus Union of India in 2013. The Supreme Court discussed patent protection and public interest. It highlighted that patent rights must balance innovation and public welfare, which aligns with principles of international agreements like the Paris Convention. Next one, conclusion. So the Paris Convention is a very important international agreement that ensures uniform protection of industrial property rights across countries. It promotes innovation, protects business and ensures fairness in global trade. It forms the foundation of modern intellectual property law. So next slide. Memory trick. To remember everything, use this trick N-PUTIP. So N means national treatment, P means priority right, U means unfair competition, T means trademarks, I means industrial designs, P means patents. So that's your full answer in one line. So next one, answer writing pattern. For exams, follow this pattern. Start with introduction, then meaning, write main points, give examples, add case law, and end with conclusion. If you follow this, you can easily score full marks. Now you can revise Paris Convention in just a few minutes. If this video helped you, don't forget to like, share and subscribe. Thank you.